Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in tonight. My name is Paula Anderson, and tonight I'm going to talk about a subject I am very passionate about. And that is the trend for youth athletes, that includes children and high schoolers, to specialize in one sport and play it year-round. Today, there's a trend for our children to do that, and it really is not in the best interest of the children. It can be dangerous. Youth sports in our country have become very competitive. There's also a cottage industry that is for profit. And again, I feel this is very damaging both mentally and physically to our children. First of all, you have the physical risks involved. There's also the emotional risks. And finally, this specialization does not guarantee them success later in life. Now, much of the information I'm going to share with you today came from medical journals and sports and parenting periodicals. Let's start out with the physical risks to our child. The first is overuse injuries. There's an organization called Safe Kids Worldwide, which tracks childhood statistics. And according to Safe Kids Worldwide, today in our country, more than 3.5 million children age 14 and under get medical treatment for sports-related injuries. Of those, half of those are from overuse. Now, this is a trend that 25 years ago was not prevalent. 25 years ago, only 10% of childhood sports injuries were from overuse. That is a dangerous trend, and that can often lead to dangerous and painful surgeries for our children. Today, there is an increase of childhood surgeries from sports injuries. There are orthopedic surgeons now performing surgeries that in the past had only been performed on college and high school athletes, such as Tommy John surgery. And finally, with these injuries and surgeries, children run the risk of never playing sports again, whether it's the sport they specialize in or any other athletic activity. There are also emotional risks to consider. Having a child play one sport competitively from a young age keeps them from normal childhood activities, playing with their friends, joining other after-school activities. It's also something that damages the parent-child relationship. Children feel that the parental love is attached to their performance in the sport, and that can be very dangerous to a child. Finally, it can damage their self-esteem. Children who are under the high school age don't often have the capacity to handle the competitiveness and the losing. And that can really damage their self-esteem and affect them later in life. So after we put all kids through all of this, it really doesn't guarantee a thing. First of all, playing one sport does not make you a better athlete. Studies have shown that children who play different sports year-round are better overall athletes and perform better later in life. Playing just one sport will cause burnout and encourage them to quit. And finally, there are a lot of statistics out there of kids who play college and become pro athletes, and there's actually some amazing statistics on this chart. This chart was put out by the NCAA organization, and it basically shows in the different sports the number of children who play in high school, who then go on to college, who then become pro. The numbers are astounding. Now, every parent wants to think that their child is someday going to play professional football or baseball, but that's usually not the case. There are compelling facts here about why sports specialization is not a good idea for our children. As I said, the physical risks, the emotional risks, and the fact that it won't guarantee them success later in life. I say, let kids be kids. Thank you for tuning in.